Hey guys, this is Josh Peak. Do the digital media for OKUSA Wrestling, and with us today is Zach Randall, the chairman of OKUSA Wrestling, and we're going to be doing some updates here. Zach, I appreciate you coming on.
You bet, man. Glad to be on.
Well, cool, man. Well, we just want to first thank everybody for watching these and participating in these updates. Wrestling is now it's in swing, and so we've had some folks that have wrestled the preseason nationals and Super 32s. We want to congratulate those guys and the kids at Place. They did a great job, and the tournaments were ran really good and followed really good protocol, safety measures. And so Zach's going to talk a little bit about that as well tonight. So let's touch on that a little bit if we can.
Yeah, those two. I was lucky enough to get to go to both those tournaments with some of my wrestlers. We went to the Super 32 and the man. That Super 32 though, that's a beast of a tournament, man. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what. If your athlete qualifies for that tournament and you want to put them to the test, that's a tournament to go to. I'll tell you that. And it was really ran well. It's not a USA wrestling event, but it was still run really well. And then I got to go to the preseason nationals, and that was also this year. That's a tough tournament, but even this year with the limited number of other tournaments going on, that tournament was a beast too. So, and it was ran by USA Wrestling, and they did such an awesome job. USA Wrestling is such a great mother organization for us to have. I mean, Pete's in charge of their events there at USA Wrestling, and he is just incredible, man. He's been doing it for years, and he just knows how to get it done. They did so many cool things, and I mean, we're just blessed to have guys like that running our tournaments for wrestling in our country so that we can keep on wrestling and keep everybody safe.
Yeah. Preseason, I mean, I know we didn't go Super 32, but preseason, when they say that, you're going to be out by 1 o'clock, you're out by 1 o'clock. I mean, these guys are so organized. They've got it down up there.
I mean, they really do. The way they set up for the COVID tournament too, was this really impressive. I mean, both those tournaments did a great job of protecting athletes and spectators and, allowing us the opportunity to wrestle and get some real high level wrestling. And I think that's kind of what we're all trying to do and keep it.
I think we lost your audio there.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Oh, there you are. Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. So let's talk about that just a little bit. I know we got some updates that's went out. We will have some updates on our social media here, Facebook, Twitter, and everything else regarding some new updates we have in regards to COVID. And we'll also put that on the website as well. But let's talk about that just a little bit because, of course, we got the email updates, but, that's why we're coming live to update everybody here on social media.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay still?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about our state. We've got a great state. State of Oklahoma is awesome, man. We've got great people in great positions, politic-wise, working to help our state and make things going. And there's actually a lot of people that are involved in politics that are also involved in wrestling, we're really lucky to have that. And so, we've got this opportunity to wrestle right now when a lot of states don't. And we're doing our best to set up, guidelines and protocols to make sure that happens. We just recently had a board meeting where we kind of refined our list of requirements and things for tournaments. And, set those up, and those are going out to the membership just to keep everybody safe and keep everybody wrestling. The big thing I want to say about that too, for us is I think everybody has different political beliefs, and beliefs about COVID and restrictions and things like that. And, I do too, and I know you do, and they may be different from the next person. And so the reality is just as a collective, as a whole, if we can all just work together to meet those requirements that, are kind of coming down from, the federal and state government and big supportive entities about just masking up, I mean, for me, I got kids, from high school all the way to Little League wrestling. And I love wrestling. It's part of my life, just like you. It's in my blood. And if you're telling me, hey, wear a mask, keep 6 feet, wash your hands, and we can wrestle, I'm all about that. I mean, I would do a lot more than that to wrestle, to be honest with you. So I would just ask that, when you go to these tournaments and stuff, just, and someone's asking to wear a mask or asking about your temperature, just try to work with those folks. Again, everybody in USA Wrestling is volunteer. All of us are volunteering our time, you, me, and everybody. So I feel like if we work together, it's going to be great. And that's what we've seen, At Super 32, I didn't see any conflict. At preseason nationals, I didn't see any conflict. Even at our first tournament this weekend, we didn't have any conflict with people. When you're asked to wear a mask or check a temperature, everybody just, worked together and did what they had. And that's what I love about the wrestling community. It's just we work together and do that.
Well, and like I said, we'll have those guidelines put on the on Facebook and then Twitter and as well as Instagram. You can see down here at the very bottom of this live the ticker here. It has everything, our social media handles, and so you can go follow us at all of those. And then we'll have it on the website as well. That way, everybody knows kind of the guidelines and what's going on. It's pretty simple. And again, I think like Zach said, as long as, we love wrestling. So, everybody has their thoughts about it, but overall, you just want to keep the sport of wrestling alive and keep it going strong in Oklahoma. So, we have to follow these.
Yeah. It was really interesting how this came up. And I always like to tell our membership kind of how we make decisions as an organization. I think that's so important. We had a board meeting and with the USA Wrestling Board and the Youth League Board. It was over 20 people. And I stress that because that's such a huge thing. We have such great volunteers and such great people, wrapped up in USA Oklahoma Wrestling. And everybody got together and, we have a collection of people from business professionals and principals and coaches and teachers and nurses and counselors. Every area of the world really. And everybody came together collectively and said, hey, look, these are the things we need to do. These are the things that we think will keep our sport safe and our athletes safe and help perpetuate wrestling to keep going. And I love that because we were unanimous as a board. You get 20 people from different walks of life all over the whole state agreeing on a plan to follow because it's maybe the safest thing that we can do right now. I think that's big time. I think that's really cool. And that's how we make decisions like this. It's not me, I'm the one telling you got to put a mask on or do this or that. It's all of us together saying, hey, we feel like this is really the best path, to help keep the wrestling going and protect everybody. I know sometimes it's hard. I have kids in all different levels all the way up to high school, and I've coached all the levels all up to college, and sometimes it's hard to see how connected we are. Wrestling is very connected to junior high and to high school and college. And so, all the way up to our college coaches, we all have a vested interest in making sure wrestling tournaments, no matter what the organization is or what the level is, that they go off, in a healthy way that protects everybody and that, these recommendations and requirements are followed so we can keep wrestling going. Because any problem in any one of those areas can affect all the other areas. And that's important for all our athletes, all the way up to our senior level athletes.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you coming on, and we want to keep these updates fairly short. I know everybody's got wrestling practices and church and everything else going on tonight. So
absolutely.
We wanted to keep it short. And so we'll have some interviews and some things coming up soon. And anytime we think it needs to be an update, Zach and I will come on here and give you guys an update. But make sure you check our website out, social media. We'll be having those updates and posts coming up here really quick. So
mask up, keep wrestling going. Let's keep wrestling, guys. Practice those safety measures. Let's keep it going.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Zach. I appreciate it.
All right, I'll see you guys.
See ya.